go ahead and go to the night.
I got my husband when I stopped listening to these single men and they bullshit, because I did 50-50. 50-50 didn't get me no ring. I did that. Let's just see how this goes and all this other bullshit. That didn't get me no ring. I did that. I'm going to cook for you and I'm going to pay for the food and I'm going to deliver it to you. That shit ain't get me no ring. Me in the thought process of, let me prove to this man that I'm supposed to be his wife, mentally, physically, sexually, financially, all that shit. I done did threesomes and everything and help people pay for shit. I've done all of that. None of that shit got me a ring. When I stopped giving in to these male fantasies and these male delusions about a woman, that's when I found my husband and my husband found me. I didn't have to do nothing extra. He didn't have to do nothing extra. He was just him. Him being him, living his life and going through life the way he was, I loved it. Me being me, living life the way I live life, my mindset, he was like, I like that. When I dated my husband, my thought process was, this man gonna have to prove to me that he is who he say he is. Because I know I got the money. I know I got the sex that he wants. I know I got all this shit. I got the good background, the mama and the daddy. I have a mom and a dad that if we needed financial help, my parents would be like, here, no problem. When I stopped listening to the single men, that's when I got a husband. And that's why I'm married now. Y'all stop listening to them. Please stop listening to them. You're going to be single forever.
This is an interesting video. So we got a lot of them down here. So we'll keep going in a minute. But this is an interesting video for a couple reasons, right? And this is something that I see a lot. And for me, just watching this video, this is another example of somebody making excuses. Yes, like we talking about, you know, the young lady is saying that, you know, she used to listen to these single guys, and listen, we've had discussions around that, but she used to listen to these single guys and these things that they said that they wanted, and she tried all of these different things, and none of those things secured her a marriage. And for me, just hearing her say that, it's another excuse. Yeah, but at the end of the day, the only thing that is going to secure you a marriage is, first of all, you making some changes. Yeah, that's first thing. Yeah, you got to make some changes. And I just noticed that today we have 1,000,001 excuses on why we can't make some changes to better ourselves, our situation. If it be your physical appearance, if it be your financial situation, if it be your investments, getting yourself out of debt, you know, if the guys are saying that they're looking for this, it's like, nah, I can't. It's just 1,000,001 excuses on why we can't make the necessary changes we need to make to get to where we want to get. Yeah, but it doesn't seem that difficult, but it's like we make it difficult. Yeah, we will go all around the topic. We'll go way over here, way over there. And it's like, hey, the fellas are saying they're looking for a nice young lady who respects them, who knows how to take care of a home and nurture and this and that. And it's like, we'll go all the way around just to not do what these guys are saying that they're looking for in a wife. Yeah, it makes no sense. Yeah, but it has nothing to do with you listening to no single dudes. Now, I'm not saying you listening to the right single dudes, but it has nothing to do with that. Yeah, but it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you trying to conform or however you want to present it. It's at the end of the day, it's you making improvements to yourself that you needed to make anyway. Yeah, but if we're going to be honest. But yeah, it just always comes off like all of these excuses. And it's like, I just don't understand how we expect to even get to where we want to get if we always going to lead with these excuses. Yeah, it's not everybody else's fault. Yeah, it's not all the dudes you're interacting with the reason why nobody wanted to marry you. Like, it's not that. We got to be realistic. Yeah, at some point we got to be adults and we got to look inward first. And that's the piece we never do. We want to look at everybody else and everything else, but we never want to look at us first. Yeah, and that's typically where the problem is. So yeah, for me, it's more excuses. We have folks that are around us that can give us that input, right? But at the same time, those folks may also give you the side that you don't want to hear. Yeah, they may call you out on some of your nonsense. They may call you out on how you've been moving. They may call you out on your taste in men and women. Yeah, see, a lot of folks today in 2025, they don't want to hear that. Yep, they don't want to hear that, to where they have to now hold themselves accountable based off that information and make changes. Yep, and that's why tonight we're talking about excuses. Yep, I said that'll be one of those situations where then they'll come up with a whole bunch of excuses just because they didn't want to hear it from the get-go. They'll come up with all these excuses why they want to continue doing what they're doing that hasn't been working, that hasn't been yielding them results, and they just want to continue down that road because they feel like that's the path of least resistance. Yeah, but it's also the path that's not going to get you nowhere. Coco, I see you off. Go ahead.
I mean, I agree with Donovan. That's the first thing I thought when I saw the video is you were doing all the right things, quote unquote, but for the wrong people. You know, like you needed to check your vetting, like your, the men that you were allowing into your space were not the right ones for you. But you were willing to do all of these things. I don't know, out of insecurity. I don't know if out of lack of confidence. I don't know if it was out of desperation. I'm not sure why you were willing to be all these things for all these men, but you were doing it and they weren't the right ones. They probably were the ones that you wanted instead of the ones that wanted you. That's probably what it was. Usually, at least from what I've seen out here from women who are complaining about certain types of men, it's because they're dating the types of men that they want. They're dating the types of men that they desire. They're not dating the men that actually want them back. They're not dating the men that actually are truly interested in them, right? So then they're getting those results, and now we're blaming it on single men. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of these single men out here with these microphones, you can't listen to everything that is said. You really can't, especially if that person, that individual does not have a track record, does not have any experience, does not have proven results. Like, what are they talking about? Like, what are they saying? Where are they getting this information from? If not experience, then I agree. But, however, I guess I just wish that when we have these conversations, I wish we would have these conversations after we've done a self-analysis. You know, after we've looked at ourselves first, before we go blaming on single men, single women, dating pool, whatever your reasons are. Have you looked at yourself first? I would almost ask her, if I could, what's different about this guy? Because I guarantee you that, yeah, she ended up with the guy that she needed, not the one she wanted.
What's good? It's your boy Quay Price, holding it down for Candid Convos. Man, if you enjoyed this video, man, go check out this next one.